Get your shoes off the couch. Why don't you take some pictures of it and put it in the buy trade thing?
I'm not in those groups.
No. You know, like you click on Facebook?
Why don't you do it?
Well, I don't know how to do it.
I'm not going to sit here and ask a bunch of questions about a truck that I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about the truck. I don't know engine size. I don't know size tires. I don't know.
I don't either.
If it's four-wheel drive. I have no fucking clue. Well, those are things you need to know if you're going to sell it because people are going to ask.
Huh.
Like I said, I'm not doing all that.
Call Dane and ask her.
No, baby, I'm not trying to deal with 27 different people that are like, I'm interested, and then answering 350 questions. I'm not trying to deal with 27 different not offering us anything. I'm interested, and then answering 350.
It's just weird that I can hear everything you're saying. Realistically, how much money do you think they're going to offer me?
$500.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From the 10. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Allen. And he completes it to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Back to throw. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 39, Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On third down, Lawrence. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner?
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 27, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now Lawrence on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Walton. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, but sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket, to move, and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And the Bills come in search of win number 9 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. On the move to his left. Touchdown, Bills! Gabriel Davis on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's another carry for Harris. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Lawrence going to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Walton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be caught at the 30. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Trying to
fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
But he's so lucky that one of the defense corners I played for, a man named Ken Donohue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out, because the current formula's not working. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. Touchdown! Khalil Shakir from 13 yards out. And the Bills take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Drews. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now Allen again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The kick by Bass is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker or he's able to come up there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do... I'm ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. But to throw again is Lawrence. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles. They picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, Bob, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. Something to hang their head on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Patterson now for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Brian Burns, the one to bring it down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to company.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to drop him for a loss of a couple. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And now here's another interception. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they take over right after 50. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one.